Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this new episode of Sartorial Talks, live from Bourgogne, France, in our living room. Today we have a special guest. Is my friend Julien Scavini. Julien is quite famous in France because, first of all, he's a great tailor, but he was also very mediatized with a TV show, an important TV show on national TV about couture, of course. So it's a great pleasure for me to receive Julien today to speak about a subject that will interest you, I'm sure, because today we're going to focus only on trousers. You started your business in 2009, just after quitting the school, and then it evolved into a tailoring shop, custom-made suiting, and then in 2014, you decided to create a company which is both brick and mortar, that's to say physical, and online, which is the big business for you, for ready-to-wear trousers. And it's the same address, scavini.fr. So are you shipping abroad a lot?
A lot, no.
Yes.
Not now.
Yeah.
But 10% in UK.
Yes.
That's a fair amount.
Okay.
We export a lot too in USA. I think in Los Angeles, in Pebble Beach, we have a clothier who buys some of our trousers to sell in his shop.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
In Quebec, we have a clothier too, but small amounts. This is just a small amount.
Let's now define the words, because in America, specifically in America, when something is not a jean and something is not a suit, they call it a chino. So can you tell us the difference? Because if I look at all the beautiful trousers, we're going to look at many trousers in front of us and try to describe them to give you a sense of the possibilities you have in this is ready to wear. That is to say, you can buy this off and not off the rack, on the internet or off the rack from your place. But why do they call this a chino? What is the most classic? What the Americans are calling chinos?
I think a chino for French is a trousers, a city trousers, cut in cotton.
Okay.
The difference between a city trousers and a denim or a jean is the way to cut the trousers and to cut the pocket. On the jeans, you have rounded pocket in the front and patched pocket at the back.
Yes.
A city trousers, it's much more refined.
That's a chino.
Voilà.
That's a typical chino?
For me, yes.
Yes.
That's a typical, classical
They
chino.
call it a khaki.
A khaki too, because originally it's a piece of cloth which is born in USA. And previously, the cotton canvas was slightly green because of the military use. Greenish, absolutely.
But they still now they give the name khakis just to the form of the
I saw the two names in USA. It depends of the brand.
Yes.
Sometimes they call khakis, and inside you can find that colors sand or blue, but it is the name khakis. And sometimes you can find the name chinos.
Okay.
It depends of the brand, in fact.
So, because for me, I'm not a specialist of trousers, but I'm kind of passionate with tailoring and everything. For me, a chino is exactly this.
Absolutely.
This is the classic, perennial, typical chino. So describe it a little bit in terms of pockets and everything. What do we have here?
That trousers is front plain.
Yes.
Because the fact of the chinos can be plain or pleated.
Okay.
You can have the both. After that, the pocket on that trousers is in the seam on the side.
So it's almost undetectable.
Absolutely.
It's on the seam. Okay.
The other way to do it is slanted.
Yes.
It's much maybe another way.
Yes.
Comfortable at the same way as this one. And at the back you can find piping pocket with a button too, because there is symmetrical way. Voilà. And I like to do a ticket pocket or watch pocket. There is different name just in front here.
Or secret pocket or hidden pocket or whatever you call it.
Maybe for a credit card or small thing.
Absolutely. So that's the
that's really, you say, the perennial. That's a good name for that. On that chino there is loop for belt.
The belts,
You can find some some trousers with side adjusters too.
Yeah, we'll show them later. Yeah.
Ouais. And voila.
Okay.
Voilà. A classical chino.
And this one is cotton, 100% cotton.
Oui.
But in my opinion, this is not too much for summer because it's kind of tight a little bit. You know, it can be worn in summer, of course.
Because the cotton is efficient during whole weather. You can wear it in the winter or in summer. It's slightly the same thing.
Yeah.
You can find chinos for the winter, slightly more heavy.
Yeah.
And maybe for summer, slightly more light. But the problem of the cotton, which is lightweight, it creases a lot. And it's not really beautiful.
Okay. So this one is a plain front.
Plain front, oui.
Okay. And then
for all year round.
Okay. So that's cotton. Now, let's take another one, for example. Let's take something more for summer. You have something more summery to show us?
Absolutely. Yeah. I have this one.
Yeah.
That's not a chino. That's
what
a
is
trousers.
This is a trousers.
A regular trousers, or maybe in America, pants.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they can say pants in America. Not in the UK. They don't like it. Sorry, everybody. If I do this, it's because everybody knows Sonia, my beautiful wife, and she's our fact checker and advisor. And we always, when I take risk with words, I always look at Sonia and say, is that correct, darling? So pants in America, we can say. So that's not a chino because it's a different kind of fabric, right?
Absolutely. It is a city pant in 100% wool, but it is not a regular wool. It is a tropical or cool wool because alors in France we say armure. Okay. There's the way to fabric the fabric to do the fabric.
The weft and the warp and the weft makes they call the armory. That is this is what
the same name armory.
Probably, I guess.
Absolutely.
I guess.
And if you do that in a light, you can see through.
Okay.
Voilà.
So it means that people have the false belief that wool is only for winter. No. It is not.
No.
You can. This is typically for summer, right?
Absolutely. It is a breathable wool. It can breathe the hair. Yeah. And if there is some wind, you will feel it.
Okay. So this is not a chino. This is, we could say, a city pant. We can call it a city pant.
A hot pant or
hot pant. You can wear this with a polo shirt, for
absolutely, or gray jacket or white jacket.
Yeah, it is extremely light. Actually, I can. Absolutely. The hand is very interesting. It's very
generally, the tropical wool or cool wool, that fabric particularly comes from Vitale Barbelliscano Nico, which is an Italian mill.
Yeah, very famous.
Voilà, and that fabric is called Tropicale Rustico in Italian.
Tropicale Rustico.
Voilà. Because the density of the thread is, in a way, it doesn't crease, and I haven't got the English word for that. Yeah. But
say it in French.
How do you say? C'est un tissu retors.
Okay.
It is 2-ply or 3-ply. I don't know for that fabric in particular. But if you do that
and then it comes back.
Voilà.
Yeah. This is incredible. It's fantastic for traveling.
Oui.
It's fantastic for summer. Look at that. Look at that. I do this. How do you say? Snap back. That is to say, you do this and up. And it's not creased. Okay, maybe slightly, but no.
It's a natural fabric.
You see that? And it's nothing, not too many. It's in the finishing process. So that's a city pant. We still are front, the
plain front with loop for a belt.
A belt.
Because I produce with loop for a belt or with side adjusters. Yeah. But by now the French prefer the loop.
The loop. I think it's kind of international thing because maybe I'm the only one who prefers suspenders, braces, or side adjusters. Now let's move to something else. Let's move to this green one. This one is maybe we jump directly on the. This is a different thing.
Absolutely. This is another cut I produce, which is called the S4 cut. Yeah. Okay. And this is a plain with two pleats. Absolutely. Okay. This is much more. There is much more style in that trousers because there is side adjusters in pleats.
Okay, so that's what we call side adjusters. You know, if you don't like yours truly to wear belts, I often use this. It's a side adjuster, and it's very, very useful because, well, I prefer it, I like it. But so this one is it's immediately more stylish. It's a little bit more dandy-esque.
Absolutely, okay. And there is button for the suspender. Absolutely, course, if you want. That particular shape is much more for maybe if you go to petit uomo, if you like petit uomo,
or if you really like to dress.
Voilà, absolutely, absolutely. It is a testimony of style to wear that.
And it's funny because the pleats, when there are two pleats, they are inside.
Absolutely.
They go inwards. And we'll see later when there are one pleat, you craft them outwards. So there are probably some reasons for that.
Alors, historically, you can find both from the beginning of the century. Yeah. After that, bespoke tailor often do inwards.
Okay.
It's classical in France or in UK or in Italy. They do in that way.
Okay.
When the Italian ready-to-wear in the 80s,
like Armani,
the big brand, the big luxury brand, when they put the pleated trousers on the fashion trends in the 80s, the pleat was outward. Because maybe I think for ready-to-wear, often it is much more, the shape is much more delicate and how do you say net in English?
It's very neat.
Neat, outward.
Okay.
Maybe. Maybe,
so
but we arrive to do that correctly.
Okay, so that's two pleats, and show me a one pleat.
Alors, one pleat is just over there.
This one. Sorry, it's a mess. It's a mess on my table. I'm sorry, I'm always looking at the wrong camera. It's a mess on my table, but you know what? I'm happy. The more there's mess, the more means that we are working with some good
absolutely
stuff. So what is that?
That's another cut from my collection. This is a S3.
So you have S1, S2, S3, S4. So we're going to redefine them at the end so that people can understand.
That's a high-rise trousers with an extended belt.
So which high-waisted?
And the extended belt here, which is a fancy tip.
This is beautiful.
Voilà.
It's beautiful. So this one is only one pleat.
One pleat, absolutely.
And it's going outward. So it's higher waisted than this one.
Absolutely. This is a slim Euro line, and this is much more English line. Much more.
So this is a little bit like a Great Gatsby kind of pants?
Yes, that one too.
Yeah, that one. So this one is more like you really want to be dressed with refinement.
Absolutely.
Means most of the time you sell this to the people who are already quote unquote in the style arena or in the know.
About tailoring. Cut S1 and S2 with belt is slightly more conventional, much more classical with belt, and in a shade of colors from gray to blue. Not really fancy, classic, absolutely. And the S3 and S4 with pleat are much more appealing with fabric a bit fancy. You can see here, this is a blend of wool and silk for summer. That is a blend of linen, silk and cotton for summer.
Linen, silk and cotton.
Absolutely. And the two blends come from the vintage collection from Vitale Barberis. They are produced only for that collection.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Tell us about why do we put silk into trousers? There's a reason for that, right?
Absolutely. Because in fabric for the winter, you put cashmere. For the softness. And for summer, you put silk. The silk is a cashmere of summer. Absolutely. Because
it adds a little something different. It's about the shine. It's about the touch. It's about
the shine and the smooth. Because often in blend for summer, you can put cotton or wool, but often you add linen, and the linen is really fresh and breathable. But it has a slightly problem, which is
it's wrinkling.
Absolutely, and we had silk to balance.
I understand. So you add a little bit of silk in the linen, and it makes the linen less wrinkable.
Absolutely.
Well, even if it still wrinkles, because for me, it took me, ladies and gentlemen, so long to accept to have a wrinkled pair of trousers and a wrinkled jacket. And believe me, I have a massive wardrobe, but it took me, I think I had to wait probably 6 or 7 years before I was able to accept the fact that linen wrinkles. It's just a fact. And actually, now, you know what? I love the charm of it, because a linen which is not wrinkled for me is not a linen. But I am wearing a pant today, which is this one.
That fabric, absolutely.
And that fabric. So it's a mix of
linen, silk, and cotton.
So, and it's very agreeable.
Oh, absolutely.
And so you have the properties of the linen, but with the silk and the cotton, it's it's a very
there is 55 linen, 25 silk. This is a big amount, a fair amount of silk, and 20% cotton, which is the base.
Okay.
Voilà, stable.
Okay. Let's continue a little bit on fabric. Did we see everything that we had here?
No, there is.
That's
not for summer. That's for winter. That's a slightly tweedy fabric.
Yes.
Like a Donegal, because there is small dot in the fabric.
That's for winter for sure.
Absolutely. And this is a blend of wool and cashmere.
5%
made
cashmere.
by, I think it was, I bought that fabric to Diprei, which is a mill in the part of Italy near the Lake of Como. Voilà, Diprei.
Okay. So that's a typical winter.
Voilà,
look at
absolutely. There is, you see the form of flannel pant, but it's not flannel.
But it looks like flannel. They have the flannel line. Can I say to the gentleman, I've seen so many people in the USA, where I live, a few months per year, with my wife, of course, because we have family there. And I've seen so many people, even in other countries, with this fashion of casual Friday. And they always put the chinos, cotton chinos, even in... Give flannel a chance. I mean, a pair of trousers in flannel, all of a sudden, it's another world.
Absolutely.
Right? And it's, at your place, is it barely, it's pretty much the same price. No? It's in the same...
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we are talking about trousers at your place that are, let's say, if we speak in euros, it's between 110 euros to 250, let's say, the whole range. So if we translate this in dollars, it would be between $150 to maybe $400 maximum.
Plus VAT.
Something plus the VAT, of course. So, but it's not crazy pricey. This is very affordable for... You call it premium trousers, right?
I try, not luxury, but I try to do really something nice.
Yes.
And in the time, you can find the same cut.
Yeah.
If you read back years after years, the cut is the same. Because the big problem, client says to me, when they go to Ralph Lauren or Hackett or Tommy Hilfiger or big brands,
these big brands,
they find the perfect cut. A season, 2 seasons after, they read back to find new trousers, and the cut is not the same. It's really difficult to have stability. Then I have 4 cut plus a Gurkha cut and a short cut, and I try to do the same
and to be consistent.
Voilà, and that's really the way clients love it, because they buy 1 or 2 trousers in the winter, they read back for the summer. Oh, okay, I know the cut is S2. What have you got? What is the fabric you have now? They take 2 or 3, and after that, years after years, they can buy in the same cut.
But that's very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, and specifically gentlemen, because you see, all of a sudden, even if you don't want to go, okay, I encourage you to buy beautiful suits, to go custom suiting. Julien is primarily a suit maker and a coat maker, but he specializes, he opened a second company in trousers. And if you don't want to wear the tie and the jacket and the full suit, at least buy a beautiful city pants like that at Julien or elsewhere, because it changed the overall look. Look at that. This is a Glen plaid, we call it.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is, oh my God, the hand is beautiful.
It's a flannel. If I remember, I buy it to Solbiati, which is a brand, sister brand of Loro Piana.
This is beautiful.
And I cut it with 2 pleats. 2 pleats.
Yes.
Ah, tiens, a fly, a button fly.
Button fly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because all the other one was a zip.
Okay.
So it depends.
But that cut with two fold, two pleat and side adjusters.
It's more beautiful with buttons. It's a terms of top. So I was saying, give those trousers a chance, because even you can wear this with a polo shirt or with a. You don't have to wear a tie. Me, I love ties, but you can really upgrade your game and really be I mean, it can be very important for some meetings or stuff like that to have just a beautiful pair of trousers. Because sometimes people say to me, Hugo, you're an old-fashioned French man. You speak about suiting, about ties, about all that stuff. But my client at my bank, now he comes in his Bermuda and in flip-flops. So if I'm too much, you know, tied up and suited up, maybe I'm not really aligned and he will not give me his money. That might be, okay, I can listen to that, even if in my opinion, a guy totally suited up will always, well, it's just my opinion. I think it's still a value. But if you are in this kind of business and you know the standards are loosening a little bit, this kind of city pants are so much more interesting. Then, okay, I don't want to kill your business about chino like that, but that's boring for me. It's okay, it's the market.
It's the first step.
Yeah.
And after that, you can go to tweed, to flannels, to cool wool. It's the first step.
Okay, I understand what you say. If somebody is moving from jeans, he can take this as a first step. But if you are wearing this since a decade, you know, every Friday, please go to something else.
This is the first step for me now.
Yeah.
Maybe 50,
I'm sorry.
maybe 50% of my wholesale is chino.
Yeah, but at the same time, I just encourage people, and that's what I want to explain to the people, that they can really, for almost the same price, have different fabrics, different things, and express a little bit their personality with beautiful things. And then, Julien, we have this one that I'm looking at, a corduroy, like a cream corduroy. It reminds me of my dad. It was, you know, in the 80s, 90s, a lot of men were wearing corduroy like that for the winter.
English taste.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very, very warm and at the same time sporty, but kind of dressy at the same time, very versatile. But this one looks so it's called a
Gurkha.
Gurkha. So this is the craze, ladies and gentlemen, in Europe. I don't know if I think it's if it reached America, maybe it is the craze from some people who like to dress in a stylish manner. So explain to us, because that's a very complex. I always say with this kind of pants, you have to take time. When you're in your restaurant, when you're in a restaurant, and then you have to pee very fast because there's a lot of people, because there's a line, there's only one toilet free. If you have a pants like that, good luck.
But there is a fly. There is a fly, hopefully.
Okay, because otherwise sometimes you have to button and you have people knocking at the door. You know, this is okay. Anyway, sorry for this story.
The Gurkha pant. The Gurkha is a regiment of English soldier from the Himalaya.
Oh wow! So you have some kind of a higher belt.
Absolutely. The waistband is 6 centimeters. No, not 4. And you see there's 2 extension. And there is the first one
goes into here.
And the second one goes at the opposite side, and there is some side adjusters to finish. And there is an extension, some small holes to adjust after that. And there is 2 pleats.
Oh wow! This is kind of neat, I must admit. It's very stylish.
Absolutely. When you wear only for winter, because this is trousers for winter. When you wear it with a sweater, with a neck turtleneck, for example, or in summer in a blend for summer, only with a shirt. It is really stylish and enough, I think.
For example, you can pair this, because you have several colors, I suppose, many colors. So you can have a dark color corduroy Gurkha pant. This is the same Gurkha trousers, and you can have a little turtleneck or a mock neck. I love mock neck with sweets called col cheminée. We call it in French. Mock neck in cashmere, for example, and then a beautiful pair of penny loafers, and you're good to go.
Tout à fait.
And you're good to go with a blouson. This is very interesting. So
it changes. It brings something to your clothes. It brings something to your style.
What I try to explain to you, gentlemen, is that you don't have to go the big extra mile immediately if you want to upgrade your game. Just start with a nice pair of trousers at Julien or other places, and you will see that just this with a good pair of shoes, a nice polo shirt or a nice mock neck or turtleneck, and you're good to go.
I think generally people don't have enough trousers. They have 1 or 2 denim. 1 chino, maybe 1 gray cheap trousers. And I think if the morning when you wake up and you think about what you will wear today, if you have a big range of trousers in your wardrobe, if you can find a cavalry twill in gray,
that's very cool.
A tweed.
I love cavalry twill.
Every trousers you can find in red or blue or shade of gray. If you find the perfect trousers firstly, mainly, after that you can build a nice clothes for the day, outfit for the day. And I think this is the first thing. And often people don't have enough trousers. And
trousers are not very expensive in comparison to suits and
or jackets.
Or jackets, of course. So that's a very good piece of advice. So let's go back to wrap up all this to the cuts you offer at Scavini, which are kind of classic. We can say we are in the classic realm, quality but classic. So you have your S1 is the classic cut. So
absolutely.
It's this one.
Maybe the S1 and the S2 share practically the same.
So it's a plain front.
Absolutely.
No pleats.
Absolutely with loop for belt.
Okay.
It is the same looking,
but
the shape is slightly different. The S1 is slightly more slim,
so
close
the
to the
thigh is a little bit closer,
slightly lower on the waist, and the leg is narrow.
Narrow.
And the S2 is just more classical with a twist, because it's not
with a little bit more a fuller leg.
Absolutely. So not straight, but
fuller. So if you want to be a little bit more, let's say, young, modern and sporty, you can go to S1. If you want to be really classic, you go to S2. And both of them, they have no pleats.
Absolutely.
And then the S3 is with, I suppose, one pleat?
Absolutely. The S3 is high-waisted trouser. High-waisted trouser.
With one pleat.
Absolutely. And side adjusters.
And side adjusters, no belt loops.
Absolutely.
And then you have the S4, which is here.
There.
Two pleats.
Two pleats.
Side adjusters.
And a fly, not on this one. But fly on that one.
And
not on hole.
Side adjusters with no belt loops.
Absolutely. You have the Gurkha after that.
We just spoke about, and that's it.
And a short for summer. I don't bring a short today, but my short is really stylish, but the band of waist is slightly higher. There is two buttons to close it in front. There is side adjusters. There is cuff at the knee, and there is some flaps on the pocket.
Oh wow!
This is really, really nice trousers, really different of all the trousers all the shorts you can find.
That's cool. So to wrap up this, thank you for all this. This is very interesting, and you see once again, I heard so many people saying, okay, a pair of trousers is a pair of trousers after all. It's just it's trousers. You're not gonna make a big deal because of a pair of trousers. But it's like everything in style and everything in menswear. And I said, when you start to deep dive into a subject, you can find a lot of subtleties, a lot of details, a lot of things that ultimately will make a huge difference, because you can find your way and your style. So if you only wear jeans or denims, you can, of course, go with a khaki to start with, or a chino in cotton. But then I really strongly encourage you to try some other kind of material, either for winter or for summer. And you will see that little by little, city pants are a very, very interesting subject. And it can really add something to your game. I want to finish this episode on trousers with asking Julien, what would be your advice? So I started to answer it with what I just said, but okay, if I have a big belly, what is the best cut at Julien Scavini? Well, I said not a big belly. If I have a beer belly, everybody has a little bit of a beer belly after a certain age, a little rounded, at the wrong place.
Really difficult for that.
So
I think the first advice is to wear the trousers at the good height.
I mean, where are you comfortable?
Oui, absolutely. If you think it's better to have under the belly, slightly low rise, I think it's good. And with a good belt, it
will work.
It will work.
What you try to say is that don't wear something you're not comfortable with.
The problem is often I see people come in the boutique. They bought trousers high rise and they wear it on the stomach, but it falls, and it is not really beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think if you want to wear under to wear under the belly, you have to buy low rise.
Yes.
And if you want a high rise trousers, as you, suspenders.
Yes.
It is by far better.
Yeah. I can tell you this is so comfortable.
Because and you have a line because the trousers is hanged. Supporté, voilà, supporté par l'épaule.
But well, I can tell, I can do high-waisted trousers these days because I lost weight and I'm fitted these days, so I hope it will continue. But I agree with you because there's some people that are a little bit dogmatic on that. They always say, okay, you should have your trousers high if you're in the sartorial crowd, and all this is not very interesting. Just wear what you are comfortable with, and also it's very important that it's the most important, because if you don't feel comfortable in your trousers, you're not going to have a nice day.
If you are in a question of style and you think about that a lot, you will do it perfectly with suspenders or not.
Yes.
But if you are not in a too much thinking about that, just be comfortable and do that in the good way. It's true to do that, but I think not a cheap trousers, not a crease trousers. You have to iron it sometimes.
Yes, of course.
You have to do that clearly and with taste, I want to say.
But what I can say is that the only fact that this trousers has been cut by a tailor or designed by a tailor like Julien makes the whole difference, because all your trousers, whether it's the normal chino up to the double pleat, etc., has been designed by you, so you have a real know-how to make. We call it tombe, how it fits,
the
and
falling
how it looks, and it can make a huge difference in life. Thank you so much, Julien. That was very interesting, very interesting moment to spend together. And I hope, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at this camera for the end, that you appreciated the presence of this man. Is a well of science in terms of tailoring, and I think that his English was quite okay. Okay, you have quite a strange French accent, I must say, but I can speak like that, me too. It's not a very good, it's not a big problem for me.
I don't want to have that accent too much.
Yes, but you did a good job for that, so thank you. So we hope you appreciate it. So the address is Scavini. We're going to put it on the screen, scavini.fr for France. You can order safely at Julien. It's not affiliate link. I'm not going to make money on your account. We have no business relationship together. It's just that we like his work. And I like to make this clear, because some people say, okay, if you click there, we get an affiliate link. No, we don't have. Well, maybe we can talk tonight. That's another subject. No, I'm joking. We have no affiliate link. But I know his product is very good, and it's an extremely good value for the product. We're talking about around $200 for very stylish things. Maybe you have to add a little bit of custom, because these days it's a little bit more difficult to send to the US, but still, or to the UK or to Asia, because I know we have subscribers and watchers from all around the world. But I really encourage you, whether if you already in the sartorial world, to just diversify your wardrobe and try odd jacket with odd pants, because I was not very good at that, and I started really to become better and better every day. And if you are at the beginning of your sartorial ladder, of your sartorial learning curve, I think it's a good start. I often have this question, Mr. Jacomet, I can't go to to the office with a suit because everybody's laughing at me and everybody say, you want to be the boss, or you want to have a higher salary, or do you go to a wedding afterwards, or do you want to be do you have a negotiation for your salary to have to have more money? No. So if you are a little bit shy about that, try with beautiful pants. A nice polo shirt. It can be a good first step. Is that correct?
Some nice shirt and some nice trousers.
And that's it. And you're good to go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Julien. It's always a great pleasure to have you. We give you an appointment to the next episode of Sartorial Talks. In the meantime, it's not because you are working from home that you have to stay in your sweatpants all day long. So dress up, even if a little bit, because I give you a secret, even your wife or the people who visit you, they will be happy to see you a little bit more dressed than only being relaxed the whole day in your flip-flops and your sweatpants. But it's your choice after all. See you, my friends. Bye-bye.